Shout out to everybody out there on White Street. You already know what it is. Salute to everybody.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to SteveBussaGS. We got another scorecard reaction for you guys, and you already know what it is. Let's get it. Look, this is gonna be big. This is gonna be huge. So I fuck with Ollie Joseph. I really do. He's one of my favorite new artists that I just discovered on the channel. He's up there with Merkham's as far as the people who are super talented that I think that as they start to develop and as their popularity grows, you're going to seriously see them blow up. With that being said, I was rocking a playlist on Christmas Eve into Christmas night, and we were like I had a couple people, we were going through everything that we were listening to and discovering new songs and shit, right? So fast forward, and I start playing some Ollie Joseph, and it was him. They were like, "Oh my god, like, this is fire. Who is this?" I was like, "Cool, check it out. This is a new artist." I put the tracks that I knew of his already on, so I didn't screw up any reactions. But then I started looking for new stuff, and I found this one called "Home to You" with Packy. Now, this is important for a couple of reasons. Number one, "Home to You" from Packy is probably my favorite Packy song of all time. But it's not actually a song. So like, it was originally released as an interlude, and it was only like a minute and 14 seconds. So because of that, I believe "Loaded" is probably my favorite Packy song. But I digress. One of the things that I've always said, that I've had like a reoccurring thing about, is that this song needed a second verse. That he needed to make this a full song because of how dope it is. And like, I'm gonna geek out to this. I already know what I am. But like, this is literally like on every single one of my Vibes playlist already in its original format. So it's actually interesting. I don't know which came first now, because this is put as Ollie Joseph "Home to You" with Packy. So this might have been an original Ollie Joseph song and not a Packy song. I don't know. You guys can fact check me on that. I'm not sure which came first. It doesn't matter. But I do see that this is 3 minutes and 46 seconds. If he nails this one, we are solidified Ollie Joseph fans. If he nails this, like, we're in. Like, that's it. You just took one of my favorite songs of all time and turned it into something that is viable for more than just a minute interlude. You know what I'm saying? However, if you fuck this song up, I'm gonna be so mad. I was tweeting this shit out. I was like, yo, he's either about to become a legend or get canceled. Let's find out. Do me a favor. Run the gauntlet. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Little bell notification guy. Make sure you support the artist, man. Ollie's fucking dope. I'm actually pushing to try to get an interview with him as soon as he gets done off the road. I think he said the 10th he comes back. So hopefully early to mid-January, we might have an IG interview popping off too. I'll be excited to see that. It would be nice if I didn't have him canceled on this channel prior to that happening. Alright, no more talk. Let's go. I'm also going to super geek and break down Packy's part of this. I don't know if he's going to come in first or second, but just because, I don't know, I'm very into this song. Hold on, listen to this. Just the beginning notes. Come on. Ah. I'm geeking.
On my own, getting thrown just a little bit. I've been in my zone just a little bit. Out here on my own, I get low and I think of you. I'm always a million miles away when I sing to you. I ain't been too wrong, just a little bit. Music put me on just a little bit. Sacrifice it all, let me ball like I wanna do. One day I want it all, then all I want is you.
Ah, stop it. That was already, I was sold. That's such a bar. That like, in order to make this better, there's a couple things that have to happen as I'm thinking this through, right? First of all, one day I want it all, then all I want is you is an absolute fucking bar. It's a relatable song is why I love this, right? It's not, Packy's not the most punchline, bar heavy, set up punchline type guy. It's not the type of music that he makes. He's not on like the regular street shit that I hype up. He's in his own almost commercial kind of lane. Like, I feel like a lot of his music just has that commercial viability, and I know it's like a dirty word to use when you say someone's commercial, but I just genuinely believe that his music has that kind of bop to it that becomes popular music. You know what I'm saying? I don't say that as a slight when I say that he's like more commercial than, you know, street shit, stuff like that. With that being said, that's an absolute bar. Just it's so subtle. So what do I want from Ollie on this? I think Ollie is probably a better lyricist than Packy right off the bat. So what I don't want this to turn into is a competition. This is not a go hard track. You have to keep the vibe. You can't come in here and just spit like a fucking monster. It's gonna ruin everything that this song and track, like, this is ambience. It's an ambience music. He puts you in that solemn kind of like in your feels. One day I want it all, then all I want is you. Like, just going through the motions. You turn into the most ambitious person. Like, if you know the story, like Packy just coming up and just fucking hustling from the muscle and shit like that, and like all you think about is success and success and success, and then one day you just get that homesick feeling like, damn, I would give all this away just to be back. Like, it's so crazy. Like, it puts you through this entire like lifetime love story in your fucking head when you listen to this.
Just a little bit, sacrifice it all, let me ball like I wanna do. One day I want it all, then all I want is you. I ain't seen your ass in a little bit. Winter 2012 went too fast, just a little bit.
This is so dope. So I'm gonna put this out for a couple of reasons, right? Winter 2012 went too fast just a little bit. What does that mean to you? Probably fucking nothing. Probably doesn't mean anything. What does it mean after you've listened to it 1,000 times in your headphones in smoky dark room? The date itself is completely, doesn't matter. It's fictional. It completely doesn't matter. Might mean something to him, doesn't mean anything to you or me. What it does, though, is it sends you back to that one summer fling that you had, or that one winter fling that you had with so and such. It puts you in this kind of nostalgia. It's such a low pitch, right? It's an underhanded softball into it that just sits there, and you don't really think that, because it's not set up like a bar. There's no emphasis. He doesn't let it breathe or nothing like that. But it lingers there until it means something, and then it's one of those bars, it's one of those lines that just like, it hits you a certain type of way after you've sat with it for a while. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so personable. It's so personable. It's so like, I don't know. It's one of the things when you talk about music being art and how art gets interpreted in different ways. It is absolutely one of those bars that's just like, it's going to hit you differently as you start to put a memory attachment to what's actually being sang about. And I think personally that's one of the shit that makes the song so dope to me.
One day I want it all, then all I want is you. I ain't seen your ass in a little bit. Winter 2012 went too fast, just a little bit. You had you a man, just a little bit. You were hoping I would break those plans just a little bit. You can't hide your feelings from me, I can see right through you, girl. He don't make you light up like me, you don't love him, do you, girl?
Stop it! And now we're in our toxic bag. Yo, Toxic Packy might be one of my favorite people of all time. Please somebody tag him in this reaction and let him know that Toxic Packy needs an entire album. I would listen to an entire Toxic album of him just ruining people's relationships on the road. But seriously, like, the way that this is switching into it, it's so relatable. If you're a scumbag like me and you've broken up relationships in the past and things of that nature, this is gonna hit you a little bit differently. This is so, we didn't even get to fucking Ollie's part. Let's go.
Little bit. You were hoping I would break those plans just a little bit. You can't hide your feelings from me, I can see right through you, girl. He don't make you light up like me, you don't love him, do you, girl? You been getting thrown just a little bit, hoping I would find my way home in a little bit. When you all alone, you be feeling it. You got all my music in your phone, you be killing it. Put me on and you get in your zone just a little bit. Knew that I would find my way home in a little bit.
Then normally this is where it cuts off, and then you got like a cool, like, the beat hits like a nice high tone and then just fades out, which I'm guessing the rest of the song now is where Ollie comes in, which is like an entire song. He's basically adding an entire song to this. This is not just a verse at this point. So let's see how he goes off of it. We're looking for the ambience to be kept. We're looking for the emotion to remain relatable. We're looking for the topic to be kept. Like, that's what this song needs to make it a masterpiece from what it already is. Does that make sense? And also, hopefully, you get a feel for peak Packy. Like, again, were any of those like huge haymaker bars? No, he's not super lyrical. It's not about that. He makes good Excuse me, music. He makes good music. There's no other way around. I'm dying. I'm getting so excited. Fucking catching the Rona on this shit. All right, let's go. Ollie, you up? Probably. Alright, I like the way they decided to do that. They kind of loop back around with it Out Here on My Own over and over again. Comes right back in on the snare. Killed it with like just the energy that comes in. I like where this is going. Alright. I'm sorry. This was important. The transition was important. This was super important of how they were going to do this. So we had to spend time to at least acknowledge it. You dig? Let's go.
Out here on my lonely, no emotions till I think of you. When I write my stories, I realize how much I mean to you. Out here on my lonely, sipping slowly, pour it out for us. Back to the times when it was love that surrounded us.
Alright, couple things here. Number one, I like that he did kind of make it his own, right? He switched the diction up a little bit, but the topic is still there. It's still got the nostalgia feel. He's not necessarily talking about someone that he's with right now or nothing like that. He kept the theme of the song to like thinking back, to like looking back, to like that hometown kind of love. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like that. I like that so far. Let's bring it back. Now we're gonna break this down the same way. I'm gonna give my man the same respect we gave Packy.
Out here on my lonely, no emotions till I think of you.
Out here on my lonely, no emotions, then I think of you. It's the same concept of the whole Packy's focused on business, focused on grinding. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not worried about relationships, and then out of nowhere, it hits. So he's keeping a theme with it, but he's putting his own twist on it. I like it. Also, his voice just fits. Like, we've heard him do the melodic shit like that before, and he does it so well. It does fit this track really well. It almost sounds like maybe his volume's up a little bit too much. Maybe, or he just came in with that much more energy where Packy was just so laid back on it. But I don't think he's taking anything away from it. Let's go.
When I write my stories, I realize how much I mean to you. Out here.
That's almost toxic too, right? That's kind of a low-key toxic bar. He didn't say, I'm reminded about how much you mean to me. He said, when I write my stories, I'm reminded about how much I mean to you. Let's go. Talk your shit, King.
Till I think of you. When I write my stories, I realize how much I mean to you. Out here on my lonely, sipping slowly, pour it out for us. Back to the times when it was love that surrounded us. Take my breath away, you perfect in every way. You and me in 2016, it feels like yesterday. Gave you my jacket, it was.
He's doing this really well. Let's go. He's got that same thing. 2016 is not important. It's that same nostalgia feeling. It's the same exact thing we just went through with the 2012 bar. He did a really good job of mirroring his verse. This is really good.
In every way, you and me in 2016, it feels like yesterday. Gave you my.
Listen to the theme. The nostalgia is still there. He's keeping good with the motifs throughout the song. This is solid, man.
It was cold, I hope the scent would stay. Better letting go, girl, you.
Nah, I'm sorry, I missed that. We gotta bring that back.
You perfect in every way. You and me in 2016, it feels like yesterday. Gave you my jacket, it was cold, I hope the scent would stay. Better letting go, girl, you still know I got our message saved. And I'm dropping a new song, bet you press and play, you miss me now. But you got another doozy playing when he not in the whip, you listen loud. Let it ride, you know this tune about you. Catch a vibe, I know when you get down to. Wish you hit my line and open up, but I know that your pride will not allow you. And I can do the same.
Woo! But I know that your pride will not allow you. He's got this down. He's killing this. He's absolutely killing this. Same thing. You're talking about the nostalgia. Got another guy. The mirror, the amount of attention to detail that is going into the verse I don't know that I would be paying attention to it as much if it wasn't a song that I was super familiar with, but because I have that kind of background and connection with the music, it's making it hit 10 times harder, which makes me think that this is going to be the one that goes on a playlist, because it's just going to get that much more dope as you familiarize yourself with it.
When he not in the way, you listen loud. Let it ride, you know the tune about you. Catch a vibe, I know when you get down to. Wish you hit my line and open up, but I know that your pride will not allow you. And I can do the same, pick it up, and I'm dying and locked in album mode. Too many fields to record, getting thrown out, thinking I found my home. Two times, I'm too accustomed to your peace sign. Feeling lucky though, so I'm coming home. Just to let you do it 3 times, yeah. Oh, it's sinking in, yeah, I'm feeling it. I want this shit back more than a little bit. Sacrifice it all and we ball like I wanna do. One day I want it all, then all I want is you.
Let's go!
I ain't been too wrong, just
Alright. We are officially Ollie Joseph fans. He killed the shit of that. That was the perfect way to end that. I couldn't have planned this reaction fucking better if I wrote this myself. Let's fucking go, my guy. Also, the emotional depth, if you listen to even the beat itself, kind of like sinks in when he talks about that line, like it's finally starting to sing. Like, listen to the emotion in his voice that changes. So much of the artistry is in the delivery on these types of tracks, where you can tell that they're not just reading words, but they are actually reliving the emotions in their head when they're talking. Listen to it.
Found my home 2 times.
It's just so upbeat. Like, get used to the peace out. Listen.
Listen to your peace sign. Feeling lucky though, so I'm coming home. Just to let you do it 3 times, yeah. Oh, it's sinking in, yeah, I'm feeling it. I want this shit back more than a little bit. Sacrifice it all and we ball like I wanna do. One day I want it all, then all I want is you.
I ain't been too wrong, just a little bit. Music put me on just a little bit. Sacrifice it all, let me ball like I wanna do. One day I want it all, then all I want is you. I ain't been too wrong, just a little bit. Music put me on just a little bit.
Sacrifice it all and we ball like I wanna do. One day I want it all, then all I want is you.
What a fucking incredible outro too. That was just, that was above and beyond what I thought it was gonna be. This is dope as shit. I'm a fucking Ollie Joseph stan at this point. This was fucking dope. Alright, let's pull up. I'm not even going to score this because it's a song that I already know. Obviously, you guys, I have nothing bad to say about this. Even as they brought Packy back in at the end, the volume levels did seem to level out. Literally, the only thing that I would even possibly have room to critique on was the volume of Ollie's voice, or just the tone of his voice when it came in and get contrast to Packy's. But even at the end, when you're going back and forth, they both sounded absolutely perfect. This will be a Stone Cold 100 for me. I'll tell you right now. This will be a Stone Cold 100 for me. It's one of my favorite songs, and he didn't do anything but enhance what was already there. He took it. He didn't try and transform it. He didn't try and like make it something that it's not. He nailed this in every aspect. I salute him. This is a Stone Cold 100 for me. As always, drop down the comments below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? If you're not familiar with the song to begin with, I hope I put you on to something. Look up Packy. Look up Ollie Joseph. Spectacular collective in general. You guys will get that one later. And look out for the interview. As always, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I will catch y'all on the next one. Let's go.